Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, doing a pretty quick impromptu video that I was inspired to make by my good friend PK in the Universe, aka PK on the Dong. He had done a video that I'm about to finish up watching about eBay horror stories and video game stores where he's had bad experiences. I haven't had too many bad experiences in physical video game stores because either you feel the vibe, they give you a decent price and you leave, or it's horrible, they're nasty, and you don't sell them anything. But in terms of selling things on eBay, I have had a couple strange encounters over the years. One is the worst, but I've been selling since I was in my late teens. I had an account with my dad. I would buy and sell video games with him. And then as I got older, if I was just looking to get rid of stuff, or if I went to the flea market and found something for $1 and it really was worth 20, I would flip it and then buy myself a video game I wanted. So I do that some days as well. Sorry about that interruption. So I'll start with the minimal one. I had this guy last year who purchased a brand new DVD from me. I don't remember how I got it. Sometimes people give me buckets and buckets of DVDs, and I trade them with friends or I sell them. And I think I sold him like a $7 DVD or Blu-ray. I think it was a Blu-ray. And he writes to me. He buys it on Saturday night. He writes to me Sunday morning, "Are you going to ship my DVD or not?" I said, "It's Sunday. The post office isn't open till Monday." So he goes, "Okay." So I ship it Monday from work. He gets it like Wednesday or Thursday. Leaves a negative review. Not good. Never contacted me, never said what wasn't good. Just not good, because he was mad that I waited till Monday on a Sunday to mail his DVD. So I called up eBay and I told them what happened, or wrote to them, I don't remember. And they said, "Yeah, no, we see you have like no negatives and this person has like, no feedback. We're just going to remove it. We see that they got their new item. There was really no reason to complain." So they actually removed the negative score. Um, there's always been instances of like you get something and person says it's like new, and it shows up and it's like beat to hell, and you have to either return it or you tell them and they say, "Listen, keep it, just take the refund, or I'll give you a partial refund if you can still use it." So that's always kind of happened over the years. It's happened with me. I recently sold a CD that was brand new, sealed in the cellophane, and for some reason there must have been moisture that got into it. I don't know how. So the booklet inside had melted to the top of the CD, but it was brand new. So they opened it and they said, "I know you didn't know this, but the top of the CD has this booklet adhered to it and I can't put it in a CD player." So I apologized. I said, "Yeah, I had no idea. What do you want to do?" And they said, "Can you give me back like, I think they paid $8. Would you give me back like $4 or $4.50 and I'll just keep it?" And I said, "Okay." Because at that point, it's really not worth it for the extra $4. And then you have to pay for shipping back probably. It's just annoying. Um, Another small one I had recently that I'm actually waiting for the return on now. Hopefully he keeps it. He did a return on it because it had two minor dents on a steelbook. So in his defense, the purchaser wrote to me and said, "I want this movie from you. You have it down in like new condition. Um, is the steelbook damaged?" And I said, "I don't see anything." And I didn't. But I guess when he got it, he could see in the corners very, very minor little, like, a pinky size kind of push in two spots. So he was aggravated. So I wrote to him and I said, "Listen, you can keep it. I'll give you a partial refund, or you can return it." And I sent him a return label, and he hasn't responded. And I think he has till the 27th of November to send it back. Otherwise, the return defaults, and I just keep the money. And at that point, I'm just not going to deal with him anymore because I don't know why. I mean, he made a very big issue out of something really minor, but I understand if you're a collector and you wanted something in perfect condition. But you also bought a open box or like new item because I never used it. I had just removed it from the cellophane and put it down. But whatever, it was Indiana Jones. I think in the Temple of Doom on 4K. The worst situation I've ever had with eBay, this is probably my final story in this little video, is, and I've had people that are low ballers that like, I had a bunch of, just to segue, I had a bunch of Apple like watches and like old iPods that my wife had just sitting in a drawer. So we put them online and I had this guy that was sending me offers for like a $50 item for like $8. And I'd be like, I'm not selling a $50 iPod for like $5 or $8. So then he'd meet me somewhere in the middle or complain or buy them all and give me like a low ball, but he'd buy everything. So I'd sell them. And then when they got there, he'd go, oh, this doesn't hold a charge. It's like, yeah, it's a 10-year-old iPod. Of course it doesn't hold a charge. And he'd go, well, can you give me back $5? And I'd be like, you know what? I didn't want to deal with this guy anymore. And I just sent him the $5 and then blocked him. I mean, so there's been experiences like that as well. But the best and worst one, I was buying Sega Saturn games. I was probably in my late teens, early 20s. I'm going to say probably 20. And this guy had a bunch of Sega Saturn games. And I said, oh, he had Three Dirty Dwarves, which I really wanted, and WWF In Your House, which I wanted. I think I own both of them now. And I said, oh, you have Three Dirty Dwarves for whatever. It's 20 years ago. I don't remember. You have Three Dirty Dwarves for $20. Would you do 17? And how much for Your House? I didn't write In Your House. I wrote Your House on accident. So he proceeds to email me back through eBay and say, F you, you piece of crap. Who do you think you are that you can buy my house like I'm poor? And he starts sending me gay pornography through eBay. I mean, it was just like ludicrous. I said I was trying to say In Your House, the video game, and then he apologized. But he's like complete nutbag. Um, there was one more actual funny story that came to mind when I started talking about this. Sega Saturn. Oh, one guy, someone had given me a promo item from GameStop they didn't want, and I put it on eBay. He said, you can keep it and sell it. I don't want it. I put it on eBay, and I got a bid or a purchase, and they never paid. So I'm writing them, are you going to pay? Are you going to pay? Finally, about like 3 or 4 days later, they're like, I only put a bid on your item and bought your item, so it would take it down because I'm selling 20 of them because I took them all from my GameStop. And I didn't want you to have a sale. I wanted to make sure all the sales go to me. Go F yourself. And their profile photo is a picture of a dick. And I'm like, really? So I blocked the guy and I reported him, even though it was now a fake account he was using to purchase it. But these are the kinds of strange stories and weird people you meet when you sell things online. So anyway, I guess it could be far worse. Thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be sure to check out my buddy PK in the Universe on YouTube. Be good.